Hi, I'm Melanie from Nova Scotia, Canada, and this is Adventures in Grocery Land. This is week 5 groceries of my $23 grocery budget challenge and pantry build. So the way that works is I have been spending $23 a week on groceries. I started with pretty much nothing. I did allow myself preserves that I'd made myself, salt, pepper, parsley that I had dehydrated myself, a very small amount of oregano, and some honey that I received as a gift. So those were my starting items. That's not a lot of stuff. And I'm showing that you can buy groceries, eat well, and slowly start to accumulate a pantry. If you haven't watched any of the other videos, I highly check it out. The week 4 meal video released a couple days ago, and at the end of that video, it shows how much food I have accumulated so far. A couple tricks that I use to get my groceries. I do spend time doing this. This takes time. You are not going to just go into the grocery store, one trip, buy all your items, and have everything that's the best value for you in one trip for $23. It just doesn't work that way. It does take time. So I go through the flyers. I do like to see the flyers, what is on sale this week and what is going to be coming on sale next week. So I tend to do my shopping over what I call the crossover, like last day of the current flyer, first day of the new flyer, to make sure that I know what I want to spend my money on, that I'm going to get the best value. Every single time I go to town, I make a stop into the grocery stores and just do a quick perimeter sweep, just looking for markdowns and deals. I always take advantage of when I'm running an errand. And I try always to make those very minimal. Less trips, the better. A benefit to me is a lot of my stores are very close together, like you are within the same parking complex or directly across the street or say 1 minute down the road. Everything very, very close together. So the only thing that it is taking or costing me when I'm making all of these different stops at all of the different stores, it's not gas. It's simply my time. So this shows that with time, watching the flyers, looking for deals. I also follow a lot of the local stores on social media. So if they are posting in-store specials, I get a heads up about it. So I'm actively looking for items, and I'm very thoughtful about the items that I'm buying and how I can put them together. I make lists. But the one thing that I really do is I'm very flexible. So if a deal falls into my lap, I am not opposed to saying, okay, scrap what I thought we were going to do. Now I have, for example, all of these onions that I was able to get from a food rescue. So that happened a couple weeks ago if you haven't been following along. So what can I make with onions? You got to be flexible when your budget is small. If you need consistency and you need to do everything in one trip, or you choose to do that, you're not going to get the best buys all the time. I had a great week this week. I got a lot of groceries. I'm really excited about them. And so I'm going to be making some meals that I haven't had the capacity to make yet within the first 4 weeks. So check out what I was able to get. Let me know your thoughts. And I hope you guys are braving the storm. It's storming here in Nova Scotia. I'd like to get some more cheese for this week. I've got 2 different rain checks that I can access. PC shredded cheese for $3.99 or Sobeys lactose-free cheese, the 400 grams for $4.44. So we'll see what I can get where. I'm not totally out of margarine. I would say I have about a third of the container left, but I know what I want to get for groceries up and coming, and I don't want to commit money to butter right yet. And Walmart has the Country Crock on sale this week, and it's either $2.99 or $2.97, and I have this $2 off coupon, so I am hoping that they have some in stock. I would like to just get another one to add into my stock. I don't have any carry forward cash from last week. I spent my entire budget. I spent all of the fast fuel coupons that I previously had. Starting this week, I now have a coupon for 55 cents and a coupon for $2.38. I am going to use those with the rain check that I had for cheese for $4.44 to get an incredibly reasonable priced block of cheese. I'm excited. 2 big cartfuls, discounts, 50% off, but even at 50% off, sadly, no room in my budget this week for these. Oh, those look so good. Oh well, not this week. This is a great in-store special for black olives, $1.99. I'm gonna get a can of those. Black olives were actually on my grocery list this week. I don't remember seeing this in the flyer. This is a good deal. 227 grams, package of mushrooms. Woo. Here we are, starting week 5, and I have spent $22.99. So, in essence, I've spent the $23 budget. I was able to use a manufacturer's coupon. I was also able to use 2 flash fast fuel coupons. Let's get started. Shopped at a bunch of different stores. This is a lot of stuff that I got. Like, I'm really excited about this week. So first things first, let's start here in the middle. Kraft dinner was on sale at a lot of the Loblaws stores for 55 cents a box. I bought 4, $2.20. And I've since regretted not buying more. The limit was 8. I know I'm on a challenge, but personally, I love Kraft dinner. The handsome one is not on a challenge. I still have room to buy groceries for my own pantry. I'm just not eating them this week, but I didn't buy the limit. I bought 4 and regretted it. And now every single store is sold out of them because, well, 55 cents for Kraft dinner. That's an amazing buy. So I should have just been more thoughtful about that in the beginning. I also got some olives. These were $1.99, and a card holder special or in-store special. Like, it was on the tag on the shelf. So that was great. I was actually looking for olives this week, and I was going to buy them at Dollarama. They're $1.75 there, but I really like the no-name brand olives. So I just got those ones, and I was happy. I was happy with that price. I did shop at Dollarama. I did end up going back and getting the sunflower oil. $2 was a great price. I do have a sunflower allergy in my fairly immediate family. Nobody that lives in this house, but it would be something that it's kind of why I was hesitating in the first place. They're not here on a regular basis, especially in the winter, more so in the summer. So I feel like this will be long gone before I might be cooking any meals or anything that they might share in. It's just something that I need to be aware of. So I went for the sunflower oil, and I'm super glad to have that. That opens up a lot of opportunities for me for like salad dressings, any kind of dressings, marinades, anything that I want to make myself, and also just for cooking. I'm very, very happy to have that. Now, also at Superstore, so I was away a couple days last week, and I get a message from a friend of mine, and it was a picture of these oat nogs at Superstore, which is my regular local Superstore, and they were on for 24 cents. I'm going to try to insert that picture here. Anyways, you can see here, 24 cents. I asked her if she was going back there, if she would be able to pick some up for me because I was unable to get it. Anyways, I asked for 2, which she got me 2. And then she said, well, I got a third one if you want it. Well, you know what? I do want it. That's an amazing price on this oat nog. I will absolutely use this in smoothies. I'll use it in baking. But thank you, Susan. I actually really, really greatly appreciate this. And I haven't paid her for this yet. So I owe Susan for 3 oat nogs. Walmart had mushrooms in the flyer for $1.44, and I went in to get some, and all of the tags said mushrooms $1. I was not expecting that. I bought 2 packages because really I was going in to buy one at $1.44, or I could get 2 for $2. That's a much better value for me. And I actually eat a lot of mushrooms. You know, if someone asks you what are the items that you always have in your fridge, what do you always have? Mushrooms and tomatoes are those vegetables for me. Also peppers that I always just like to have those in the fridge. So even on a tight challenge like $23 for $2 to get 2 packages, I was in. I was able to get some country crock margarine. Oh my goodness. I thought this was the receipt for the margarine. This is the receipt for the oil from Dollarama. I do not know where the receipt is for the margarine. This was on sale at Walmart for $2.97. I had a $2 manufacturer's coupon. I'm not out yet, but this is kind of where stocking your pantry comes into play. I know I'm going to need more. I'm well aware that I have other things that I want to spend my budget on right now other than butter, but I am going to want to continue to have margarine. So I'm looking forward. This is something that I'm going to need. That was an awesome price, 97 cents. So I jumped at the chance to get it and just stock it in the fridge. Foodland had some Scene card holder promos on, and that was English cucumbers, 88 cents if you swiped your card. I wanted one, so that was a great buy. Same with Superstore. Again, I do not know where the receipt went for this, but it was the same idea. This was not an exclusive to me. This was an in the flyer special. Swipe your PC Optimum card and you could get these grape tomatoes for $2.49. And I'm excited about those. I have plans for some of this stuff, guys. These aren't just random purchases. Kind of there's a plan in my mind when I see things in the flyer and then I think, oh, those are great prices. Oh, those would really go together. Oh, I'm now going to need to pick up some black olives because that's going to be an ingredient I want for all of these other things. So filling that ingredient gap with an item that was on sale, happy with that. You guys saw I've already posted or included the little snip of where I went into Sobeys. I had the rain check. I was able to get the lactose free. So here we are, lactose free. This makes me very happy. Lactose free cheese. Rain check, $4.44. I used 2 flash fuel coupons, and then you can see the bottom price here. I paid $1.51 cash. Now, these loose cheese here, this is for demonstration purposes. I will explain. Oh, I'm ahead of myself. I also shopped at the Bulk Barn. I bought quinoa and I bought yeast. Instead of like little by little, I just wanted to get a little more yeast. Like I'm making quite a bit of things. I've got some plans for next week. The yeast was 94 cents and the quinoa, again, a recipe ingredient, filling those ingredient gaps, was 98 cents. Now, let's come to these cheese slices and this brown box. So for anybody that follows along, you might know what these brown boxes mean to me. This was a flash food item. So flash food in our area is an app, Loblaws. Anything that they want to post on this app, they're items that are perishable. So sometimes they post packaged meat products, so not like butcher meat products in the butcher area, but the prepackaged stuff. Sometimes there's dairy, sometimes there's veggies, sometimes there's fruit. Things that are getting to the point where this was coming to the expiry date. So that would be something like the dairy. They want to mark that price down, get it on the app, people buy it, and then you come in and pick it up from the store. Things like fruits and vegetables. Well, say they have a 5-pound bag of apples, but 3 of the apples have gone bad. Well, what do they do with the rest of the apples? Same with mandarins or oranges or limes or anything that comes bagged. Avocados, when they have those big bulk bags of peppers. Anything that comes like that, well, they still want and the other items are still good and saleable. So they bundle them together in these boxes. Sometimes they call it a veggie box and it's just vegetables. Sometimes it's a fruit box and sometimes it's a mixed box. Different stores offer them at different prices. My local store typically offers them for $5. Sometimes it's different, but typically it's $5. And sometimes they have items like dairy. So these items right here, these are not my actual items. This is just for demonstration purposes. These ones are ones that we already had, but I was able to buy as a flash food item a package of cheese, processed cheese slices for 99 cents, and they were no name brand. So these were some Black Diamond ones that we've had in the fridge for quite a while. I just wanted to be able to show that I did get this within the budget. I'll slide these back into their Black Diamond package. I just haven't had the chance to run in and pick it up, and I'm absolutely not making a special trip into town to pick up a 99-cent package of cheese slices. That's silly. And now this box. So I had some other plans for some of the groceries. Like I had a really big idea of what I wanted to get. And I talk about the English cucumber and the tomatoes. Those were member, swipe your card, any member, they're in the flyers. Well, sometimes there are exclusive offers that are attached to your card when you swipe your card. And I'm always looking at those to see if there's anything that's going to benefit me. And they had no name brand 2.5 pounds of naturally imperfect mixed peppers. So they're not perfect showroom peppers. They might be a little disformed, whatever. There's literally nothing wrong with them. They just package them as naturally imperfect. And the offer for me was for $4.99. I was very excited and I actually wanted that. I wanted peppers. I wanted that this week. I had built my grocery budget, my items around that $4.99 item. So I go to the store. They don't have any. So there was actually somebody working in the vegetable section, like right there, right at the peppers. And I asked and I said, do you have any more of these? No, we're sold out. And I was like, oh, darn, I have a special offer for those ones in particular. Right beside the spot where the mixed peppers were is the exact same, naturally imperfect, no name, 2.5 pounds, but they were green only. Will they scan? The employee said, listen, what's the harm in taking it up? The worst that could absolutely happen is it's not going to scan in at $4.99 for you. And then you just say, you know, I changed my mind. I'm sorry, I don't want it. So I thought, okay, great. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Get up there. I had such hope that it was going to scan, but it didn't. So I went to customer service. They did give me a rain check for the $4.99. So you have to show them the offer on your mobile device. And then they wrote me the rain check, and brand new, now there's an expiration date added on to my rain check. So that is the very first time for me. And it was for 2 months. So my naturally imperfect pepper rain check is good for 2 months, but I didn't get any peppers because I didn't have room in my budget to pay full price for them. So I was sad. And then what happens? Sometimes things just work out. I got this veggie box for $5. I think you guys might know what's coming when I open it up. Guess what's inside? Check this out. So, I get this box to stay open. Okay, there. So, I've got peppers. 1, 2, 3. And see, there's nothing really wrong with this. But I bet you these came out of one of those packages of naturally imperfect peppers, one of them, because when I was looking at them, there happened to be 6 in the package to make up the 2.5 pounds. One of them must have turned, and then what do they do with the rest? Also got lettuce. Of course, I just bought lettuce last week, but now I have more lettuce. And I got 3 little zucchinis. These are great for stir fries. And I got... I don't even know what is wrong with these. Nothing. 3 pounds of carrots. This is a phenomenal box. This was crazy. So anyway, sometimes things do just happen to work out. I was really disappointed that day. I won't lie. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, now what am I going to do? You kind of have to plan your stuff all over again. Actually, it wasn't even the only thing. I had planned on buying I planned on buying my quinoa at Dollarama, and because they carry it there. And when I went in, they didn't have any. I was like, what is happening? I feel like it's two items they didn't have only, but I felt like nothing is available of what I want. You know, your mind just goes there. So anyways, it worked out better for me because I was able to get a smaller quantity and pay not quite half price as what the Dollarama. I think the Dollarama ones are $1.75, or I'm thinking they were last time I looked at them. Not sure. But instead of just buying that, I was able to buy the quinoa and also the yeast. So all of these things are working out really good for me. I have plans. I have plans for these. I remember way back when I made that rice slurry. I got the idea of the rice slurry from a video that I'd watched. I've got it favorited. I go back and watch it every once in a while. The girl who did that video, like, it was pretty amazing. You guys think this is good? Like, she is on a whole different level than me, but she made a cheese sauce using rice slurry as a base. I'm certain of it. So I've got it in my mind that I'd like to make a cheese sauce, and I still have chili in the freezer and potatoes, and I was thinking chili cheese fries would be awesome. I don't know. Sometimes I get these random ideas and then they work out, and sometimes they don't. But I had a really good week. Yep, no carry forward, nothing to carry forward at all, but this is a lot of stuff. Thanks so much for following along. I do have some more plans for next week, so there is going to be a week 6, just letting you know. Thanks for tuning in for this week. I'm cleaning up and putting all my stuff away, and I decided to put my yeast into this little jar. I've got a million bags in there. It's very messy. This will help to keep things a little bit neater. So seriously, how do you think that I did this week? I think that I did pretty awesome. I think it was very clever to double up the rain check for the cheese in conjunction with using the fast fuel coupons against it. That was really smart. And that allowed me to get a big block of cheese and also spend a very minimal amount of my actual cash budget on it, using manufacturer's coupons, doubling them up, or it's called a coupon matchup, matching it up for an item that's on sale in the flyer. I live for that. I live for those. Those are awesome. And like I said, even though I don't need that margarine right now, I'm very glad to have that as a backup because I know I'm not buying butter next week. I was very, very fortunate. I got 2 flash food boxes, and they're very highly sought after. I just happened to be on there at the right time and saw one and kind of made that snap decision. I'd been looking for the green peppers, or any kind of peppers actually. I've been looking for peppers, and when I saw those ones laying on the top of the box and I could see the carrots in the picture hidden underneath, I knew that that was the box for me. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I would love it if you would do so. That would help me. Thanks, everybody.